Hey guys, hope you're having a great day as well as a great life.
Okay, so very exciting time. We are doing the full first Van Halen album.
We definitely are doing that.
So very excited about that. Not excited for the reason why we're doing it, but excited that we get to do it on the channel.
It's very true. I think we've heard most of side one.
I think so.
In terms of like, because we did a reaction video for at least like Running with the Devil and Ain't Talking About Love, and I think we both just heard You Really Got Me Now just in general. Mm-hmm. I know we heard Eruption live. I don't know if I heard it in the studio.
I've definitely heard it in the studio.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But the whole second half, I don't know any of that. Atomic Punk,
me either.
Fear, Love Tonight, Little Dreamer, Ice Cream Man. That sounds pretty cool. I'm very excited about Ice Cream Man.
Either way, so just super excited to see them in action.
Yeah, so this is kind of one of those things where we're just going to vibe out. We're going to listen to the album.
Pay our respects, man.
Pay our respects. And if you feel like joining us in for the ride, join us in for the ride.
Absolutely.
Yeah, with that being said, let's do it. Hey, guys. So, unfortunately, the video got blocked. It is what it is. So, Jack's disappointed about it, too. But what we're going to do is we're going to put the full reaction on Patreon for free. So, if you want to see it, it's going to be there. We want everyone to be able to see it. It was meant for YouTube. So, link in the description for that. Now, if you want to just see our thoughts on the album, hey, buddy. If you want to just see our thoughts on the album, that's going to be at the end of the video like normal. We'll see you there.
Here's why I think that is as a good ender as the Ice Cream Man would have been. It's because that leaves you feeling, oh my god, that's it. When's the next album coming out? Almost.
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. To me, it felt like a whole.
Goodness.
Felt like progressively the album was basically a storyline of David Lee Roth getting more and more unhinged.
Yeah, he's like, how many screamy cat wails can I throw in the mix?
Yeah.
And at first, like, later in the album, you can be more liberal, but at first, kind of hold back a little bit.
And he's like, I'm not gonna take your advice. I'm gonna start way too many and end even more.
Yeah.
Which works.
That last one was really good though.
Yeah.
That last
like the chorus, I'm on fire, like just really cool.
That was really cool. Oh my goodness. Just
yeah. So here's what I'll say. A couple things that I noticed throughout the album on the onset. And these are two really, really big things for me. Is one, consistency. If you like their sound, you will like pretty much everything on this album. Because
they were all heaters. If you like the style, they are all heaters.
Yeah, it's like we have and I don't know how their other albums are, but I think this is a good way to approach an album where it's like, hey, listen, we're in a certain writing style, a certain like sound styling, and we are just going to do the entire album in that vein. Like every song, it's like very similar elements, like guitar to one side, he's using a pretty much the same tone on every song, like tweaking it just a little bit, so it's like at a bass line, it tilts it here. It's like a small variance, but not like wildly differing tones. And then bass had a similar tone, and bass and drums and like the whatever, all very, very similar. And I think that was a testament to it. I think it's very, very smart. And then on top of that, I think what allowed Eddie to be able to go so ham, and I guess David too, but I'm thinking mostly from the music perspective, is that the drums and bass, if you took the guitar away, they'd still be good songs. They would still be not only listenable, but like heaters without the guitar. And then if you add the guitar, it's just like we made this platform that's amazing already. And so you can go off. You don't have to like hold the chords down. You can just kind of go nuts and do solos.
I was thinking the same thing. Really? Pretty much the whole album. Yeah, because like literally the bass and drums are creating this platform so that Eddie and David can literally just be like frolicking through a field almost. Yeah. Because it feels like in most of the songs, the consistent thing I noticed was that Eddie would lay down this crazy riff, right? Yeah. He would lay down the riff, and then like at the beginning. But then by the halfway point to the end point, he's not even playing the riff anymore, but he's more so just frolicking on those chord changes of the riff. And it's like you still feel the essence of the riff, but he's not playing them anymore. He's really just kind of like, and I felt that also because I read a little bit about it, and he was like a classical, like trained like on classical piano, right?
Eddie?
And yeah, in Europe. Okay. And then came to America, picked up the guitar and all that. So it's like before he even approached the guitar, he already knew all that. So it's like you get the guitar and it's like, okay, I know all the notes, I know how all this works, but now it's like, what sounds can I make? Like what else can I add to my palette? Because when you have strings like that, especially with distortion and amp, you can create so much. So he just opened his palette up to where like once he lays on the riff, he's like, okay, riff's great, riff's fun, but I'm a little bored now. Riff's cool, but now I want to like just bring in all these different things and make it more. So like by the end of the song, he's not even playing the riff anymore. It's just saucing everywhere.
Which I think it was definitely the way to do it, where it's like pretty much we're gonna say guitarist, singer, you guys have no responsibilities to the song. All you have to do is feel free on it, and we'll hold the fort down, and you pretty much just like decorate.
Yeah, because other guitarists and other bands in that time, I feel like at least most of them would have like they had the awesome riff, like, oh, this riff is so good, I'm gonna milk it and just play the riff the whole song.
Yeah.
Where he's like, I'm gonna lay down the riff and then play off the idea of it, but I'm not gonna play the riff by the end, really.
Yeah.
Unless it's like the final chorus or something.
Yeah,
I just thought it was so cool.
I very much agree, and the fact that they did that consistently through the entire album, and again, like if you like this sound, it's the right sound. Now, I do feel like the first, I think we said it, maybe you feel the same, but the first side, I guess, of the album, like first 4 or 5 songs, probably the best songs on the album. So I can understand why we've already heard them or had people like request them on the channel.
Maybe I can see why they're like the best songs in a commercial sense, but I think I actually enjoyed side 2 more, but maybe that's because it was just new to me.
So my thought, I think I might enjoy side 2 more, but my thought is it started off with like heaters on top of heaters.
Yeah.
And then not that there was a lull point, but it was a more creative point. They were like, we're going to a little more creative, a little different, a little like less of hits and more of just fun songwriting. It's fun for us, right?
Yeah, I could see that.
And then like the last like 2 or 3 songs, they were like they scooped it back up into like these awesome hit territories.
I can literally see that.
I think it was so smart. Like because I wouldn't have wanted hits all the way through because I want some deeper essence of that.
You want to know what they're about. You want to know like what they want to be writing. When usually that you find that in that point of the album.
And I think that is exactly what they did. So I think it was an awesome balance of like having those and like giving you at the start and the end to make you want more. Like you hear at the start, I can guarantee you that somebody put on the first side of this record, didn't listen to the second side, and went to their friend's house to be like, you need to listen to this band.
Yeah. And
I think that's a testament to like the first like 3 or 4 songs are so good. And then they listen to the rest of them and they're like, man, there's a lot of depth here. And then by the end of the record, they do exactly what you say, where it's like, when's the next one coming out?
That's something I got. It's like, I can only imagine like hearing this for the first time back in '78 and then being like, I have to wait. What the heck? Are they touring near me?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because the thing is, I think I got so much more appreciation of his rhythmic abilities in this. Because you always hear him soloing, you hear all about, oh, he's virtuoso, like all the solo work. But I feel like I got so much more appreciation just of like his rhythm.
Yeah,
and how he held it down.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I think the other interesting thing that I noticed was Eruption to me felt like an amalgamation of all of the guitar solos on the album. It felt like every technique that you heard on the album, and again, this comes from the consistency aspect. It felt like every guitar technique on the album, he like took a piece of that and put it in Eruption to be like, here's kind of what I can do, and then shows you.
I like how that's
thing.
the second song on the album.
Yeah, he's like, just so you know, this is what I can do. If you want to hear more, it's going to be throughout the rest of the album. And like there are certain times where he explores pretty much everything that he does there, like the little dive bombs and like the harmonics and everything that he does on Eruption. You like take a 5-second clip out of that, and it's like, oh, that's what that solo is based on.
Yeah,
like very cool.
When I heard it, I almost wondered if it would have been like cooler-ish to have it to be the first song. Because imagine just out of nowhere, like, as no one's played like that before. So imagine just like you put the record on and then it just starts off with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know
I bet it was a fun conversation for them. Like, hey, which song do we put first?
The ultimate conclusion is, oh, no, you need the radio heater first. Like Run with the Devil.
Yeah.
Which it makes sense. I do like how it goes from Eruption into You Really Got Me Now. So I wonder how it would have been if you had put Eruption, You Really Got Me Now, and then Run with the Devil. I wonder how that would have sounded.
I feel like Running with the Devil wouldn't have gotten as big.
Maybe.
My thought is like you put it on, it's like, okay, this is the first thing. This is the first introduction.
Like, that goes on the radio.
It's like you might stop after that song and be like, hold up, I need to replay that song.
I could see that.
So I don't know. Either way, very, very amazing album.
Wouldn't change anything about it. It's just something to like think about. You know what
I'm just curious. Yeah, like I love like the conversation because all these were conversations. They didn't just haphazardly go, oh, Running with the Devil's first, and I guess the rest of them kind of fall in line. Like they definitely had that conversation.
Definitely well thought out, well orchestrated. Just
so it's cool. I would love to have been a fly on the wall and just like hear, I don't know, the arguments
what
for both sides. Because somebody was definitely arguing, and maybe it was Eddie. Maybe it wasn't Eddie. Maybe he was like, no, it should definitely be second.
Yeah.
But like maybe David was like, yo, no, that solo should be first. It's a great solo. We should put it first. I'm just curious, like, that'd be really cool.
Because there's always so much like drama behind literally any creative decision, you know, unless one person has complete control. Where I don't know, it just seems crazy, dude.
Great.
How much Eddie got to showcase on pretty much every song.
Yeah, they let him roam wild. It was great. So incredible album. Obviously incredible loss. But again, I think here in the A&A Freedom Shack, we want to celebrate artists, not only when they pass, but anytime, but especially when they pass. We want to celebrate them. We don't want to be like all sad, and I mean it's a terrible tragedy, but let's focus on how much he added to people's lives.
Yeah,
because
this is a party album, dude.
It's a great album.
This is you're in that time where you're a teenager. You throw this on me, the house party, and everyone's going wild. Yeah, dude, wild.
Yep. All right, man. Well,
craziness, man. With
that being said, thank you again for watching. If you're not subscribed, subscribe already. If you're into this content, if not, we're not the channel for you. With that being said, we'll see you in the next video.
Yep. Have a great one.